Well, hello everybody, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and today I'm here with a special presentation titled, This Isn't Milk Glass? That's right, we're going to take a look at a few examples of what milk glass is, and more importantly, what it is not. The point of this video is just to clear up some of the confusion in the confusing world of milk glass. I got the inspiration for this video after a subscriber posed the question, how do you define milk glass? I recall being told that real milk glass shows a red flame when you hold it up to a light, but I do not know if that is true. I would like to know what you consider to be milk glass. At the time, I responded with my best answer, that milk glass is a semi-transparent milky glass, although I wasn't extremely happy with that answer. So I thought I'd do a quick search and find the real answer. After many hours of research and headbanging, I think I have a fairly decent idea of what milk glass is and how the subject should be approached. Milk glass is just a term used to describe opaque white glass, right? Well, sort of. The question is raised, is it based on appearance or is it certain chemical traits in manufacturing? Frankly, the subject is very murky and can be up for debate among collectors and sellers, even though it's never talked about. Milk glass got its start way back in the 1600s, but wouldn't receive the name for another 300 years in the Victorian era. Traditional milk glass is made with opacifiers and hardeners, such as bone ash, feldspar, or a mixture of tin dioxide, arsenic, and antimony, which were melted together in the glass. This special glass creates wonderful and useful decorative objects, such as vases, bowls, goblets, plates, and came not only in milk white, but in other colors, such as this pink shoe by Fenton, and many other colors, such as black, yellow, blue, and green. Don't let those other colors confuse you with clam broth, satin, or custard glass, though. So how do you identify milk glass? As with any glassware, it can be tricky, and the best way is to have an understanding of the manufacturers and patterns. Common milk glass collected today comes from manufacturers such as Fenton, Fostoria, Atterbury, Westmoreland, McKee, Imperial, Mosser, and the list continues. Familiarizing yourself with these major brands will go a long way in helping you identify your piece. One way to identify pre-1950s milk glass is to use the ring of fire test, and that is just to hold it up to a natural light source and look for yellow, red, orange striations around the edge of the glass. Although this method has been shown to be inaccurate. The question continues, what constitutes milk glass? Based on my research, I found that milk glass is really a simple glass and was not ever intended for baking, cooking, or rapid temperature changes that we see when used with dishwashers or microwaving. This leads us to the slew of kitchenware items that were brought out as early as the 30s to do all of those robust feats. Let's take a look at some of the items I have here on the table. Here we have a lovely piece of Pyrex in the 1958 promotional piece titled Balloons. You'll notice a blue turquoise exterior with a white interior. This is not considered milk glass. Here's a lovely piece of 1970s Anchor Hawking. This is in their bubble pattern. It's a white glass, however, this is also not milk glass. Here's a very pretty late 30s Hazel Atlas in the Modern Tone Platinite line. This is also not milk glass. Here we have a lovely piece of Fire King in their golden shell or swirl pattern. This is a semi-translucent glass and is not milk glass. This is a piece made by Federal Glass in their Golden Glory pattern from the early 60s. It is a semi-translucent glass and is also not milk glass. Here we have another Pyrex piece. You wouldn't know it by looking at it, but from the bottom stamp you'll read Pyrex, a Corning brand, and this would be from the 40s or 50s and considered restaurant ware. It is also not milk glass. Here we have your basic Corelle bowl. This is in a solid white color with no opacity to it. However, it is not milk glass. And now for a piece of milk glass. This is a Westmoreland basket, beautiful white milk glass. and on the bottom it's stamped WG for Westmoreland Glass. And now for one more milk glass example. This piece is made by McKee in their red chips pattern and is from the early 30s. It's a very beautiful white dish. These are all made of special blends of glass to create an ultra durable product. That's right, these are not true milk glass. Some companies chose to name their white glass from time to time. Here is an early photo of a very nice serving set by Federal Glass that reads Dura White. Meanwhile, here we have a Hazel Atlas Modern Tone dish and their extremely and abundantly marketed Platinite line. How about that vintage Pyrex? All of those beautiful white casserole dishes with fired-on colorful designs. Nope, that is a soda and lime glass and simply goes by Opalware. This next one may go without mentioning, but what about Corelle? That ultra lightweight, semi-opaque white glass that's almost impossibly destructible. That's known as Vitrel. How about one more favorite kitchen staple? Corningware! Sadly, no. Corningware is not milk glass, and it is made up of a mixture of glass and ceramic and is aptly named pyroceram. Shouldn't we still count all these items? Aren't they milky looking? Don't they have a white opaque look to them? I would argue not. I believe that the glass has changed so much in these examples that it would be a disservice to group these with the milk glass family. If exceptions were made for some and not others, what would be the basis? And how often would the bar have to be changed? The question lingers. Why can't they all be milk glass? Just improved versions? For the same reason that all clear glass isn't crystal, and that all ceramic isn't porcelain. Where do we go from here? What do we call the plethora of white glass dinnerware and cookware? Luckily, there are a couple of options. You can use the once branded names such as Dura White, Whiteware, or Platinite. Or you can use the simple term opal glass or white glass. On debut, many of these white glass kitchen pieces were just called ovenware, bakingware, or dinnerware, with not much attention given to the white glass base. It is only in recent times that we've lumped virtually all white glass together under the term milk glass. And I think that's because of a sentimental attachment to the name and history of milk glass. So there it is. You are now armed with ammunition. Did I blow your world apart? Let me know in the comments below what you thought. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know your comments and questions below. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.